I actually don't agree with this, but I think it's a really interesting question around how would you prove this. I think that there is a way that we could objectively at least give an indication that baby-led weaning makes better eaters than puree babies. And I would recruit as many parents as I could. I would randomly assign them into a puree versus baby-led weaning group and have that be their prescription of how they're going to wean their babies from 6 months to 12 months. I would then bring the babies into the lab maybe at let's say 12 months, 18 months, and 24 months. And I would offer them maybe 10 different foods from banana to sardine and see which foods the kids are eating and which ones they don't eat. And that would be my way of at least trying to get an idea of how picky these kids are in terms of what they'll eat. Now, of course, it definitely wouldn't be a perfect experiment. I would try and find some way to cover up that we're looking at food pickiness so that parents couldn't cotton on and think oh, I love baby-led weaning, let me try and sway the results somehow. Although even that said, I don't see how they could sway the results because either the kid's going to eat the food or not, unless the parent told the kid don't eat the food, which I maybe could happen. Regardless, I would try and find a way to cover up what we're actually looking at so that there was no bias in the parents and the kids. Of course, the people that you recruit would probably be a similar group of people, which it happens, so that wouldn't be perfect. What happens behind closed doors, you wouldn't be able to monitor, so you wouldn't know if someone's 100% baby-led weaning or is doing a mixture or is doing, going off prescription, if you see what I mean. But again, at least it would be indicative. I think my point is, even if what you're saying is right and there's no way of proving it, and even if we were to say that my way of trying to get an indication is also not a great method, then we shouldn't be making these claims. We shouldn't be saying that it helps with picky eating if we're saying in the same breath that it's impossible to prove that it helps with picky eating. Do you see what I mean? But yeah, and I digress. I think this is really interesting. I do think there's a way. I just think that it hasn't been done, but we talk about it like it has been done, at least in my experience. Maybe I'm wrong.